Hey guys, that's Vink here. I hope you're doing awesome. So, alright guys, so where do I start? There is just one thing that I wanna say is for certain. It isn't gonna be easy for the Straw Hats to leave the whole gig island, that's for sure. And there are a ton of crazy shits that went down this week. Nami, Brook, Chopper, Pudding, Katakuri. Oh my god, I really don't know where to begin. Brook and Chopper have finally faced off against Perosphere and Katakuri. Pudding is going off track again and isn't seeming to be as noble as she was before in the previous chapter. Luffy's attempt to beat Prometheus went in vain, and most important and contradictory thing of all, Nami brought down a thunder, both figuratively and literally, crushing all the hopes of Big Mom to get wedding cake as well as her army. So just tell me, who'd have thought that a child slave who once worked under a fisherman would grow up to be putting a Yonko in vain? Alright, so let's be honest here. After the time skip and before this point in time, Nami has been a walking look at my tit machine, but in this chapter, other than fan service and navigating, she has proved herself to be a resourceful and a badass crew member. She seems to be more badass than Sanji if we talk about this arc. Seriously. She didn't just took Zeus away from her, but also made him a big gigantic cloud to electrify Big Mom and her father. And talking of father, who do you think that scarecrow pumpkin face character is anyway? Well, my bets would be that he is the homie which is having Pedro's lifespan inserted in him. So this gives us hope that Pedro is gonna live even after Whole Cake Island. So what they gotta do is just insert some of the salt in that homie's mouth and hopefully Pedro will get his lifespan back. I don't know. People have been debating that Big Mom is done for and that Nami took down a Yonko and all this stuff, but nah, that isn't happening at all. No way that that's gonna happen. Big Mom, tanked a Gear 4 Kongan and made it unscratched out of it. And you're saying that Big Mom is gonna go away just by a little lightning? No fam. And to think of it, lightning, the thunder looked like a Kamehameha wave, and Oda has been inspired by Dragon Ball, so it makes sense that he might be using, some kind of drawing effects, if that makes sense. So, and that lightning bolt, man, it did way much of destruction than Prometheus did to the homies. Really, that lightning bolt brought down by Nami was just insanely powerful. The thunder was so intense and loud that its presence was felt by the Big Mom pirates that were present on the Sunny. Everyone is happy and is claiming that Straw Hats are done for, but Katakuri is like, nah, Straw Hats is just too strong to die from just that. So Katakuri has more of a confidence on Luffy becoming a threat to Big Mom than believing and supposing that Big Mom's attack can take him down. So he isn't taking anyone lightly. He is playing the games here. He knows that what Luffy is capable of and what he might do when he grow up. So yeah, that's what Katakuri is all about. Meanwhile, Brook and Chopper are seemingly much shocked about Straw Hats dying, but I don't think that they would believe it either, because on Skypiea, specifically I'm talking about Chopper, they all took many strikes of lightning and survived, so I don't think that Chopper would be believing that Straw Hats would die by just lightning. So now we move to the beginning of the chapter. So at the beginning of the chapter, Chopper, Brook and Shark Submerge were covered in white sticky substance. You guys know what I mean, right? You guys know what that all was about? Yeah, you got that right. Oh no, wait. I'm not talking about that junk. Well, what I'm talking about is the cream. That was the cream that Struzan made from the castle, I believe. That's what that sticky substance, that cream is. Due to Struzan's ability, all that debris got converted into cream, and then probably it got mixed up with the river juice and got a layer of it on the Shark Submerge. That's what I believe, at least. So on their way to Sunny, Chopper saw a fisherman who was fishing. I looked the panel very carefully, but I wasn't able to spot anything at all. He wasn't talking about the Tiger Sea King, cause he specifically said that the merman is behind the Sea King. So I believe that might be someone from the Sun Pirates, and they might have heard the explosion and returned back to the whole Baltic Island, and Oda spent 2 pages just to show us that. So I believe that have some significance and that might play a role in future. When they reach the Sunny, they encounter Perospero, who's standing with many chess warriors holding bows and arrows in their hands ready to shoot. And then Perospero acts like a jerk and offers them to leave the island without the ship, saying that he won't mind sparing the two of them and that there is no need of the ship as their crew are dead. And I don't think that he was planning on letting them both go, so he probably would have ambushed them after they went underwater. And then there is the epic panel where both of those two look down at each other. Brook takes out his sword and Chopper goes into the Kung Fu point, and I believe that they'd be able to defeat the father very easily because Brook is the Soul King, so he can just mess with all the soul that is inside the homies, and I can see the following happening. They will defeat everyone except Katakuri and Perospero. Perospero would be on the verge of defeat, but Katakuri will end the game. That's probably what's gonna happen. And this hopefully doesn't get off panel because I really wanna see Chopper being messed up after looking at Perospero's candies. So it would be just so awesome to see Chopper fighting against someone who can produce candies. It'd be fun. It'd be fun. So alright, so let's go back into the Seducing Woods to talk a little bit more about Jinbe. So there were people who were saying that what would be Jinbe's role if he joins the Straw Hats, and he gave us the answer in this chapter. He is very much suitable to be an instructor. He was instructing the group to do what and what not to do, and he really kept everyone tight together. Even Luffy, who doesn't care and always acts crazy, was listening to what Jinbe said. And Jinbe's order like, "Hey Luffy, stop Carrot, hey Pedro, don't wander off," he really made it all work, so you know what I mean? And he even was able to weaken Prometheus, something that even Luffy wasn't able to do with his haki. His haki didn't work on him, making him even harder to deal with than a Logia. So I believe that if Luffy wanted to, he might have defeated Prometheus by becoming a very large gum balloon and then blowing all of the air inside of him towards Prometheus to just extinguish the fire, if that makes sense. So I don't know that whether it would increase the power of Prometheus or would decrease it, so you let me know in the comment section. Prometheus wasn't a problem because they had Jinbe, who can use the water manipulation. And there is a panel where Luffy grabs and squeezes Carrot and extends her arm all the way up to her boobs. Oh man, just look at that panel. Alright, so scene shifts towards Chiffon's flashback with her husband Beach, and this is where the title of this chapter comes into play, The Woman's Honor. That's what Chiffon is saying. She wanna help the saviors of her sister and says that that would be the real token of gratitude. We also see that how much Capone cares for her family. He too wanna help Straw Hats but don't wanna risk her wife's life. So what a family man he is. And this is where the ultimate crisis takes place. Pudding does a 180 again and changes from Sanji-san to "there is that fool" in a split second. Many people are saying that that was her plan from the very beginning. She wanna kill Sanji, she wanna take revenge. Shut up dude, please shut the fuck up if you're one of those people who think that she wanna kill Sanji. She was supposed to make a cake by heading to Chocoland, not to rush and find the Straw Hats and specifically kill Sanji. So what would be the reason for that? What would be the actual reason? So there are two possibilities in my opinion. First possibility, she was craving to meet Sanji with those hot eyes, but she freaking saw Nami being in Sanji's arm for the second time. Yes dude, this is most likely the explanation for that. It's the rivalry between women we're talking about, guys. People like you and me are never gonna understand that. Probably it's the jealousy that's driving the anger. I don't know. Second possibility, she's having a split personality disorder. Well, this problem is acquired by people when they're depressed or when they're traumatized by some event, and Pudding had a sad and desperate past, so Probably that triggered the dual personality in her. I don't know. There are the two possible possibilities that I can think of. So you guys let me know in the comment section below that what you think. Is either these two possibilities correct, or there might be some another reason? And now we move to the first thing that happened in the chapter, and we are going to talk about it at the end because I just didn't know what to do. So we're going to talk about Bartholomew. So yo dude, if it weren't for Shanks, I 100% assure you that you might have been dead, just straight away dead. Burning down someone's flag means that you are putting up a war against them. That's what Usopp did back in his lobby when he burned the world government's flag. So that's basically a declaration of war against the world government. That's what Bartholomew has done. He has declared a war against Shanks. But I don't think that the things are gonna get any far because Shanks is the senpai to Bartholomew's senpai. So I believe that he probably doesn't know that Shanks is the inspiration for Luffy, so when he gets to know about that, he's gonna be praising him as much as he praised the Straw Hat. So I think that something funny might happen. They both might drink sake together and have fun together and talk about Luffy's adventures, and Bartholomew would like to know that how Luffy was when Shanks met him. So that would be a pretty awesome scene, and I can see when Luffy and Shanks meet, and by that time hopefully Shanks isn't dead, then probably they both will have a friendly battle, and Shanks would be saying that your underling declared a war against me, so it's up to you to fight me, and then they'll have a friendly battle, and probably the red-haired pirates would train Straw Hat. But that's pretty far-fetched. I don't think that greater of an extent is gonna come true. But out of this chapter, one thing that I'm calling for sure is that Scarecrow, pumpkin-faced guy, definitely has the soul of Pedro, and I guess that Pedro is gonna get his lifespan back, so hopefully that happens. So that's all that was in this chapter, I guess. And yeah, we didn't get to see Vinsmokes, and neither was there a mention of them, so I don't know that what's up with them. So that's all they're gonna talk about. And like this video if you liked anything I had to say. Comment your thoughts regarding the chapter, that what do you think might happen in the next chapter, and why do you think that putting data 180. So comment your thoughts, let me know, share your thoughts, subscribe to my channel for more One Piece content, and as always guys, I'm the Twink and I'll see you in the next one.